Jai Shri Ram. Again, this is a first of all, I have to thank all the children who came prepared for the satsang and this nicely said all the and to Dadaji who sang so nicely. So the atmosphere was set now for us to start looking into the current topic of today, which is Bhageeratha. So before we start, we do Guru Parampara prayers and then we go into our topic. Sorry, can you do Guru Parampara prayers? Actually, we don't need mic for him, but we still need mic. Sorry, it's not there.
Om Asmadgurubhyo Namah. Ishayesayapatram Trivakyatrigunanamam Yatirappravaram Vanderam Rajamataram Munim Lakshminarasamarambam Nadayamuna Asmadacharyaparyakam Vande Guruparamparam Yo Nityamachyutaparam Purayugmarupma Namo Namaskarikarani Pranayane Asmadguru Bhagavato Siddhaika Sindho Ramanujasya Charanam Sharanam Prabhadye Mata Pita Yudhayasthanaya Vibhutihi Sarvam Yadeva Niyamena Madannayam Adhyasya Kulapater Vakulaviramam Srimad-Tadam Virgalam Pranamami Purna Bhutam Sarasya Maharanya Bhattanada Sri Bhakti Sara Kulasekara Yogivan Bhaktan Virenu Parakaleti Pranishran Srimad Param Kushamunim Pranato Srinyam Om Asmadgurubhyo Namah.
Yes. Jai Shri Ram. So what are we going to discuss today? So I think most of you are coming for the first time. I'd like to introduce you first to the concept of satsang, and then we'll go into the details of the class today. So the idea of satsang is for us to learn together. So we are coming from the background where we already know certain degree of who and why when we are doing prayers or recitations or Vedanta or Ramayana. We know a few bits and pieces here and there. But this platform, what we have sessions here, will enable us to do and learn even more deeper topics and how to understand things properly. So our Acharya Charya Swamiji is the one who asked us, or who directed us to start satsang. It's not something that we are doing, it's like a community coming together. We do it together. So as a part of that, we have kids doing these performances from Prajna when they learn slokas or when they learn things outside. So the community gathering, satsang, the objective of it is that we learn, definitely. Second is to encourage our kids to be the path of our Sanatana. We have once in a while opportunities where we are having opportunities like in Sankranti or during our Dasara festivals. But this we are having here is like once in a month, where we learn things. Kids are learning in Prajna classes, kids learn outside, all their talent, trying to educate them to put the knowledge and their skills in the service of God, in the service of our community. How to do that? So this is the platform. So we ask our kids to come and perform. We ask our parents to come and join us so that they can show an example to the kids that we are learning with you, not just you. We are also learning. Now it's not like they have to go through the stress of learning. They are naturally learning anyway. So we just augment their path and help them out in the journey of learning our ethics and culture. So likewise, we have been doing this for the past, let's say 1 year, 4 months, 3 months. So each month on the first Saturday, we take up a topic and we obviously we advertise it and we learn about the topic. When we come here like this as a gathering, we learn about this. So as a part of that, this year it was suggested that we have to talk on personalities. So various personalities are there in our scriptures. So, for example, last satsang we talked about Savari. The details of it, not like Savari means who is Savari, but why is Savari there? Why should she? How can she find a place in Ramayana? Such a small character. What she did in the entire Ramayana was like within one chapter of Ramayana. Out of 24,000 slokas in our Ramayana, hardly about I would say 50 to 60 slokas are there for Savari. But how come she find a place? That's what we learned in the last chapter or the last session. So likewise, when we are learning in satsangs, the objective is to learn why, not just blindly know the topic and then say, I know about Savari or I know about Bhageeratha, not like that. What is the message that they are giving us? What is the inspiration that we can gather from the books and from the characters? That's the idea behind having a character series. So today, as most of you know, we are going to talk on King Bhageeratha. First, again, let's do a little recap of why should I learn, and then we can go into the topic as King Bhageeratha. So we learn so that we get inspiration. We don't have to take inspiration from somewhere else. And sometimes we all feel low, high, still in our life. These personalities, when we learn about these personalities, we can be motivated all the time. How did they chase through their dreams? How did they come to a point where they can uplift themselves and help us completely ourselves? These days there are many people, nothing wrong with that, but there are many people who say they are motivational speakers. Why is there is no motivational speaker like 20, 30 years ago? All of a sudden we have seen most motivational speakers and they keep motivating us, like in Reels, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. But why these many people now? Why should they take the responsibility of motivating you? Because we are not studying our scriptures. Once we study our scriptures, which is there in our Ramayana, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, it's enough for us. It's more than enough to keep us motivated. It puts you in the path where you can be completely focused on the object of what you want to achieve in your life. So today we're talking about King Bhageeratha. How many of you know the name Bhageeratha? Have you heard the name Bhageeratha before? Yes? What comes to your mind if I say the word Bhageeratha? Water. Ganga. Somebody said water. Why water?
Ganga Devi.
Ganga, okay. So it's related to Ganga. Okay. Anything else about Bhageeratha that anybody knows about Bhageeratha? How many of you know the word Bhageeratha is not Bhageeratha, it's Bhageeratha, not Bhageeratha. Have you heard the name Bhageeratha also? Bhageeratha all the time. Fantastic. Okay, so today we are going to learn King Bhageeratha. Where does this pastime of Bhageeratha in our scriptures? Where is it? Mahabharata. Okay. Any other? Shivapuran. Okay. Any other place? So the entire King Bhageeratha episode of getting River Ganga onto earth. Even if you don't know that, that's okay. It's not a matter. We'll talk about this today. But where do you think King Bhageeratha is?
Ramayana.
In Ramayana. Okay. Anywhere else? It's in Ramayana. Okay. Who is King Bhageeratha? Like which dynasty do you know? First of all, knowing King Bhageeratha is a great issue. But we're talking about dynasty also. Okay, so I'll tell you in a minute all these questions. But you know Lord Rama, right? All of you know who Lord Rama is. How much, what do you say? How much righteous he is. So there are certain things where in our life we take inspiration from someone and some personalities or some persons, and then we see how they practice in their life, and then we take inspiration from them. Now, this is the age for the kids to learn about this. Not only kids, even for us also. If we learn about this personality, we can use that knowledge and engage ourselves in the right path. So, what we will do today? We will look at the story first. Who is King Bhageeratha and the story behind it. Okay? So, I try to put the pictures together so that it's easy for you to understand. I put it in a chronological order and we will follow it as per the chronological order. So, how many of you know the Rishi name? Okay, question yet. Who said? Okay, I didn't ask the question yet. The question is Rama and Lakshmana were taken by a Rishi, right? To teach him or to the disguise was, okay, you come with me to protect my exam. But who is the Rishi? Answer already told. Vishwamitra, correct. So Vishwamitra is the sage who took Rama and Lakshmana along with him, not to take protection from him. He wanted to teach all the knowledge that he got to Rama and only to Rama. Lakshmana is an discount, so he came along with him. So he got another student, but it was Rama that he wanted to teach. So both were going, and they came at the banks of a river. The river is Ganga. That's where the entire episode started. Now look at the beauty. You know, we talk about this. You know, when many of you are coming from quite a few satsangs, we know this the regime of how we run the satsangs. Our Puranas or Itihasas, it's not something like, okay, you sit, I'm going to talk, and you listen, and then you go. This is the knowledge. It's never like that. The knowledge is revealed only to the people who questions. If you don't question, they will not tell the answer. They won't tell anything. The gurus will not tell anything. Basing on the propensity of the student who stands in front of them, basing on the inquisitiveness of the student, the knowledge will come out. So if you take anything, let's say all of you know Bhageeratha, not learning it, just knowing it, Bhageeratha. So the Bhageeratha is a dialogue between Arjuna and Krishna. Arjuna questioned, Krishna answered. But Bhagavata the same thing. Sukha Maharshi questioned, Parikshit Maharaj questioned, Sukha Maharshi answered. So it was always like that. Question, answer. So the entire philosophy or the entire Vedanta, the entire knowledge that we have as a part of our literature or Hindu Sanatana literature is always question and answer. Without questioning, you will never be able to answer and you will not learn also. So likewise, entire scriptures you see, question. So there's nothing like wrong questions, short questions, big questions, small question, maybe wrong question, right question, nothing like that. A question is a question. Ask away. That's how we have to encourage our students. If you see any of the Upanishads, how they encourage the gurus encourage the students, it was always like this. They won't tell the answer to them directly. If you ask, they ask a question. Okay, I'll tell you a simple example. We'll go to the way. We're going to do a tangent, but it's important for us to learn. The Rishi says, what is the source of life? And that's the question. And the person came and said, the student comes and said, the source of life is food. Annam, they said. And then the Rishi questions again. Okay, Annam is the source of life. But Annam is food, like food, normal food. And Rishi says, what about the snakes? Snakes don't eat food and they can still live on air. By Vayu Bhaksha, we say. Snakes can live on air. For those kind of creatures, it's not Annam, it's not food. So the kid has to go back, do some more research, how to answer this question. And he came and said, water is the source of life. And then he came back again. So the conversation is like this. We have to encourage the kids or to build up the inquisitiveness. Not simply saying, this is the answer, go read this answer, by heart the answer, write the answer, you get 2 marks, you are passed, you get a job. Not like that. It was never like that. So even in this case here, why I told this is, they were walking, Vishwamitra, Rama and Lakshmana walking on the banks of river Ganga. They were able to cross the river Ganga. And all the preparations are done. Then he asked the question. Who? Rama asked the question. Such a good student he is. So he spoke to Vishwamitra and he said to Vishwamitra, sage, what is this river Ganga? It is so big, it is so vast. I have never seen this kind of vastness of river. And can you tell us how this river came into existence? Such a question it is. Looking at the background of river Ganga, Rama answered this question. Where did Ganga come from? This is the seed for Vishwamitra to tell the answer how Ganga has come. It went back all the way to almost like 8 different generations before this happened. And so he started saying, Rama, there is a king called Sagara. He belongs to your family. Your family is dynasty, Suryavamsa dynasty. He belongs to your family, King Sagara. King Sagara was having 2 wives. So one of the wife is Kesini. Yeah, and the other is called Sumati. Both of them are there. But he doesn't have children. This is the problem with Ikshvaku dynasty. Someone in the lineage of Rama, until Rama, they have always had a problem. They never come kids. Something or other happens. Poor dynasty. So this King Sagara, along with two wives, he went to a heritage of Guru Maharshi. There he prayed to Guru Maharshi. And he asked Guru Maharshi, Maharshi, can you please let us know the way? How can we get kids? So our dynasty, our generations, our family can go on. Our Vamsa can go on. So please bless us. So he simply said, don't worry. I'm very pleased that you came to me and asked, as a boon, I'm granting you this. You will get two sets of kids. Because there are two wives, one is Sumati and one is Kesari. So one will get 60,000 sons who are extremely enthusiastic, very powerful. Nobody can beat. They are always together. Such a nice family to be. 60,000 sons will get. And the other will get one son, but he is okay. And these two are present. They both went and asked the husband. Husband asked, who is going to get him? And husband said, why me? You only go and ask. Don't involve me. So these two went and asked Guru Maharshi. Maharshi, who is going to get who? Guru Maharshi said, because you asked, I will give you the chance to you. Who want to have this? The first wife said, okay, I cannot take care of 60,000 changing diapers, that is I cannot do. I'll take one. So one kid I want. And the other wife said, okay, 60,000 sons, such a great thing it will be. I can take care of all the sons together. 60,000 strong, really enthusiastic. You know, it's not like you say something and they stay calm. The moment you say, you know, how many of you know the position of Hanuman going and completely going down like that? That is 10 times greater than Hanuman's mischievousness. The 60,000 kids will have. But they listen to the parents. But the point is, they are more enthusiastic. They won't even think. If somebody says, okay, go, they start. Without knowing where should I go, what should I do, nothing. The moment you say go, they'll go. That kind of enthusiasm they have. Completely valid, you know, very strong. So she was blessed. And the wife, Sumati, is the sister of Garudmata. So Garudmata's sister is Sumati. So she got 60,000 sons. And the other Kesini, she got one son. And his name is Asamandesa. So Sagara is there, and then followed by Asamandesa. The son is Asamandesa. And the 60,000 kids that they were not named, they are just called as Sagara sons. Throughout the entire Ramayana, they got Sagara sons. So they don't get name. But the other guy got Asamandesa. But the problem here is, the Asamandesa, even though he is the son of the king, he has this some kind of sickness in his head. What he does was he goes out. Whenever he is playing with his friends in the river, near the river, he drowns them and he kills them. And this is not getting well with this is a big sin that is coming, big mistake he is doing. Because he is the son of king, what can they do? The people can do. They were calm. But a point has come where this was explained to the king. The king came to know about this. That Asamandesa is doing this kind of activity, killing kids. And he was very furious. And immediately he said, Asamandesa, you are expelled from the kingdom. So Asamandesa, basically, because of his mistake, he was expelled from the kingdom. Asamandesa has got a son. His name is Amsuma. So Amsuma is the grandson of Sagara. So he stayed with the grandfather along with Sagara, and everything was there. Everything was going well, but Asamandesa was expelled from the kingdom. He left. What happened one day was, it came to a point where it's time for king to prove himself that he owns the emperor. He's the emperor. No, Ikshvaku dynasty, they are the emperors of the entire world. And so he started doing Ashwamedha. Ashwamedha is like a ritual. It's like an yajna where a white horse will be taken and it will be asked to roam around. If somebody stops that horse, that means that he is not accepting the authority of the emperor and they have to go for a war. So it's the responsibility of the king or the emperor who sends the horse that the horse will come back after going through every place in the kingdom. So a white horse was chosen and the chosen horse was sent along with not sent out yet. they have to sacrifice. So it was sent out, and Indra has seen this. Now Indra is always, how do I say, he is always scared. If somebody do something like that means that his post will be gone, and that post will be given to somebody else. So he wanted to destroy this center. The only way to do is he started hiding this horse. So he took the horse away. Now everybody started panicking. The horse is gone. What am I going to do now? So they went to King Sarah. He's still doing the sacrifice. And they told to Sarah, horse is gone. Now he became very upset. He said, oh, what do you mean horse is gone? Yes, horse is gone. What should we do now? First thing he said was, go find the horse. Don't even come back to me saying that the horse was not found. You come back to me only when the horse was found. So go. And whom did he order to go? The 16 sons, who are over enthusiastic. So the moment they saw the plight of their father, they couldn't control their anger and they started going out. So they went, they started searching. 60,000 is the count. The earth dimensions, it was said that earth was 60,000 yojanas. Yojana is like 8 kilometers or 8 miles. 8 miles. 60,000 yojanas, 60,000 suns, even if each sun go and find out one yojana, you can easily find the horse. That's what the strategy was. All of them went. And they couldn't find the horse. They came back. They stood in front of Sangha. Sangha was still standing in the Havan place, the Ekna place. And he said to the sons told to Sangha, we couldn't find the horse. And he said, this time don't search. Dig everything on the earth. Go everywhere where you can. But I want the horse to be found. So they started, I don't know if Elon Musk was there at the time, having those kind of big tunnel making machines, but they have these sharp nails, very sharp nails, and they started digging the entire earth. They dig so deep, they went all the way to Rasaka. Now, Indra, see, such a funny guy, this Indra. He started taking the horse, he cannot really kill the horse. That's against the rule. So he took the horse and he put it near Kapil Maharshi. Kapil Maharshi was doing tapasya and he put beside Kapil Maharshi. Now, Ramayana says very clearly, this is very important note to understand. Ramayana says when these Sagaras, they start digging the earth with the strong nails, they have seen 4 elephants holding the earth. Diggajam we say, those 4 elephants which are holding the earth. The names we'll talk later, but try to understand this. So they went to the east corner. They found an elephant called a white elephant. They went to the south side to dig it. They found another elephant which is holding the earth on their back. So they went to west, they went to south, all the Parikrama they did to go and find the horse. They couldn't find it. Finally, they found near Kapil Maharshi. The horse was there. Kapil Maharshi was doing his tapasya, and all the Sagara sons came. 60,000 of them came, and they found out the horse is here. Immediately they got very, very furious. They are already tired, digging the earth, and they are so tired that the moment they saw the horse, they were like, this sage has taken this horse. Let's first beat him up for making us this kind of journey. You know, Kapil Maharshi, have you heard of Kapil Maharshi? Kapila? One way or the other, Kapil Maharshi heard. Kapil Maharshi is like an avatar of Vasudeva. He told the words about one of the Gnana called Sankhya Yoga, we say. Sankhya Siddhanta, we say. Don't worry about that. But he is one of the greatest rishis. And he is the avatar of God himself. And these started coming and chasing, about to come and charge towards Kapil Maharshi. Kapil Maharshi opened his eyes, and the moment that he opened his eyes, he saw them coming towards him. You know, Hunkara we say in Telugu, they say like that. He did that with full of anger. All the 60,000 sons of Sagara, they fell as heaps of ashes. They are completely burnt. In front of Kapil Maharshi, they were doing this. Kapil Maharshi, the moment he opened his eyes and he saw somebody charging him, he simply said like that. That's it. The Hunkara we say. All the 60,000 sons, big heaps of ashes, they were into. And the white horse was still there only. Nobody has taken the white horse. The white horse is still there. Now, this news came to Sagara that all of them passed away. There is nobody else to take care of. So then he said, Amsuma, who is the grandson of Sagara, He said, go, find out what happened. Your father's brothers didn't come, so please go. So he went. And he went to all the places where they went. And he found out that again, the elephants, they found the elephants and all. He went to the place and he saw the ashes, the heaps of ashes in front of him, and he was completely upset and sad, and he couldn't control his sadness. And then he thought, see, now they were turned into ashes. This is the time where I have to cleanse their ashes with water. So he tried to find the water, and Garuthmantha came. And Garuthmantha said to Amsuma, see, all the 67, they are like nephews to Garuthmantha. And he told, these ashes are not formed because of their natural death. It's the agony of Kapil Maharshi. The earthly water that we are finding here will not cleanse the sins of what they have committed. So you need to get Ganga from Ganga water and then cleanse it. You know, he might be thinking, first of all, finding water itself is difficult in the place where he is living. Now we are talking about Ganga. You don't even know what Ganga is. But the advice Amsuman got from Garuthmantha is, take the horse, go. Think about getting water, Ganga water later. So he took the horse, he did an obeisance to Kapil Maharshi, and he went back to Sagara. So the yajna is finished. Now Sagara started lamenting. See, I couldn't take care of my sons who are having this problem. And he passed away. After about 3,000 years of ruling the kingdom, he passed away. And later, after that, there are two more who came in the lineage of Ikshwaka dynasty. So Amsuma, so first Sagara, Asamanyasa, Amsuma, and two more, Dilipa. So, and finally, it came to a point where we have Bhageeratha. Bhageeratha was born. Before Bhageeratha, there are two more kings. They also tried. They tried very hard to get Ganga to earth. They couldn't find a way. They could understand how to get this. But here, the point to understand is first two things. How many of you know, just think about it, how many of you know at the end of the life, when some of our loved ones are burned, the ashes are collected, and we mix the ashes in the water. Do you know why? First of all, should we do or should not do? Should we do? Don't know. It's a must activity. We have to do. Now the question is why? Why should I take the astika, we say in Telugu, astika we say, or the burnt ashes or the bones or whatever the leftover of the body is burnt. We take it and we cleanse it and we put it in the water. Now not normal water. We don't go to distillery water and do that. We go to rivers, Ganga, Krishna, Kaveri, those kinds of light rivers we say. Narmada. Most of the people will go to Ganga and mix it. But why? The question is why. I'll tell you the reason why. And think about this. Why even Amsuma and Asamanyasa and Sagara, they were so sad that they couldn't get water to cleanse, to wash off the ashes of the sons. Why should they feel about it? Why can't they simply take a portion of it, go and mix with some water? There should be some rivers there, Saryu is there all the time. They could mix with Saryu also, but why Ganga? He told, Garuthmantha told it. But why cleansing is important, I tell you. You know, Venkateswara we say, Lord Venkateswara we say. Venkateswara is somebody who cleanses our sins. Kata. Ve means pavam, kata means take away. So the sins we commit, kata. So he takes away the sins. So and somebody will go and shaves the head also. In Tirupati, we do that. Why we are doing this, giving this hair when we go to Tirupati? Because the sins are attached to hair. The sins that we commit, they are attached to hair. They are attached to nails. So they are attached to different things. So likewise, the most sins that we commit are with bones. So they come and occupy the bones. So they stay on the bones. So when we go to Tirumala, we give the hairs to say that the sins are taken off. That doesn't mean that we get a pass to do more sins. Please don't do that. Sins are taken away, that means just stop. We put a stop to that. We don't do more. But for the bones, those can be cleansed away only with holy rivers because they carry the divinity with them. Ganga, Kaveri, Narmada, Krishna, Sindhu, or ancestors. How do we take care of ancestors? Just offer something for them. That's more than enough. They will feel happy about it. Alright, now let's come back to the point. King Bhageeratha. Now King Bhageeratha, he was born in the third dynasty. So he was born and he got the same issue. I couldn't bring Ganga to this loka where my forefathers are still there. Burnt ashes are still there. I couldn't create. That thing is bothering him. And then he took the resolve. I am going to do whatever it takes to bring Mother Ganga onto the earth. That's the resolution he took. Right? And he started the journey. First, he went to a place, started doing tapasya, asked for Lord Brahma. You know how he did tapasya? It's a Pancha Agni, we say. Pancha Agni means he'll be in the middle, like a circle, and he'll have 4 fire pots, burning fire around him. Such a hotness. And the thing will be sun. So he says Pancha Agni. So it was that kind of penance and austerity he has done to please Brahma. So Brahma came. And he asked Brahma asked him, why are you doing this? He said, see, my ancestors are there, fallen in heap of ashes. I simply want Ganga to come down and cleanse it away. So Brahma said, such a good desire you have, absolutely granted. But the problem is, Ganga is not here. It has taken away from earth. It is now in Swargaloka. It has to come from Swargaloka to dawn. And what? That is the forest. Planet, yes, exactly. Like that, we have heavenly planets. We have earth planets, we have heavenly planets. So it was flowing in heavenly planets. So that water has to flow from heavenly planet to earth. So he said, there is only one person who can take the pain of the Mother Ganga. I mean, falling is ferocious, it's too big for Mother Earth to handle. So he said, only one person is there who can handle that. And he is irrigation. Exactly. So, Lord Shiva. So now, again another challenge. He has to go to Lord Shiva. Again, he started tapasya. Lord Shiva came. Lord Shiva said, right, I am pleased with you. I am pleased with your desire of bringing Ganga. Yes, she is very ferocious, she is very big, she is very powerful, but I will handle her. Let her flow. You know what Mother Ganga said to everybody, all the devatas? She said, who is Shiva? What can he do? I am the most powerful. Can he even control me? Such an arrogance she had. And she said, the moment I start flowing, Shiva's head will break, she said. And Shiva said, okay, let's see what will happen. And she started flowing. She flew from such a high planetary system, such a great force. Shiva simply opened his hair box. And he held the entire Ganga, not portion of Ganga, the entire Ganga he held on his head, completely bounded. Not even a drop of Ganga started flowing out. That is the power of Lord Shiva. He completely held it. Now, this is all good. That the greatness of Shiva is Mother Ganga's arrogance was completely diminished. She was taking care of her arrogance. But the problem is, she is not coming out. Now, the Bhageeratha wants her to come out. Again, he has to pray to Lord Shiva. Shiva, please. I understood your power, and I know your power. I think she also understood your power. Whatever she did, she was unable to come from your fair laws. Please, let her come. Shiva said, I am pleased the way that you are asking, I'll let her come. So, she started flowing. She started flowing against such a great force. She came all the way onto earth. Now she came to 2 different channels. One channel started following the Bhageeratha to the Rasathala where the ashes were there. Flowing nicely, all good, all great. But the moment it started flowing, it went across a heritage of Janhu Maharshi. Maharshi called Janhu. So he is a very powerful, very powerful Rishi. It started flowing and it washed away Janhu Maharshi's ashram. He got angry. He said, simple, I didn't like it. And you know how to do ashrama? we pour some water and we drink like this. So he said, I take all the Ganga in Ashrama and we drank in single sip. Entire Ganga was in his belly now. So he, again Bhageeratha was like, Master, please. Brahma happened, Shiva happened, again Shiva happened, now please let me out. And the Janmaharshi said, okay, I'll let it out. He started flowing from right here. So right here of Janmaharshi's, Ganga started flowing to reduce the speed. So all the gush, everything that he is carrying with, entered into Janmaharshi. From the right ear of Janmaharshi, the Ganga started flowing. Now it came all the way to the ashes and it now cleansed the ashes of Sagara sons, 16 sons of Sagara. So that is the episode of Bhageeratha. Bhageeratha having such a great resolve in bringing Mother Ganga all the way from heavenly planets onto earth into the Prasada. Now, this is all good, definitely a fantastic episode. This is the actual episode of Bhageeratha. Nothing much, nothing less, what I spoke from the episodes of Ramayana. But why did we take this as a character to talk? That we'll see now. Before that, let's make some observations. This is very critical in understanding. This is the reason why we need acharyas and gurus like the Swami and we need a parampara to understand this. If I see on the surface of it, right, Asavatisa was expected. He was drawn away from the kingdom, business he did. It is very simple to read it and let it go. But think about it. A king taking care of his family is not a priority. He can simply, he's an emperor, not even a king. He's an emperor. He can simply say that he is my son. Nobody should talk. Anybody can go against his words? Nobody. But he is not like that. He said to his subjects, mistake happened. He should take the punishment. And he was expelled. Emperor's son. We're talking about emperor's son. Now this point, when Rama listened from Vishwamitra, you should always think like this. Your people should come first, not yourself, not your family. This is how the seeds of our ancestors fall into our head. How they reacted, how they performed. What should I do? Following the footsteps of acharyas, following the footsteps of our ancestors. That is how they did. The point is, the seed of righteousness fell into Rama's heart at this point, where when he was said, this is how your ancestors has done. Now let's look at the second one. Again, this is something like the 4 elephants that I said. The first elephant was on the east side, then they start digging. It's called Virupaksha. So likewise, you have 4 elephants where he has seen Virupaksha, Mahapadma, and Somana and Bhadram. 4 elephants he has seen. And they worship. We know that the earthquake happens. The earthquake happens. We say because of plates, the plates are tectonic plates move and then earthquake happened. But the Ramayana says when these elephants, because of the weight that they are carrying all the time, if they move a slight distance, they do like this. That's where the earthquake happens, it seems. Tectonic plates movement and all, great. No doubt about it. That's the result of the cause. The cause is this. The elephants couldn't bear the standing for so long, they just move it. And then earthquake happens. So that is how it was said there. And the episode of Lord Shiva, how Lord Shiva carry. So Lord Shiva, in case of Lord Shiva, see the problem is taking care of devotees. Very important point here, taking care of the devotees. No, you should not be in a position where because of your strength, because of your position, because of your knowledge, or because of your wealth, should never demean somebody else. What has happened in the case of Ganga? She is so powerful, very, very powerful. Everything, because of her mighty, she got the arrogance within her, the ego within her, that I can do, nobody can stop me. What happened then? She was completely captured in the locks of hair of Shiva. He didn't even show his strength. Just the hair is enough to stop the arrogance of Mother Ganga. So, devotees should never ever enter into this kind of concept where we are saying, because of my wealth, If I say something, that should happen because of my knowledge. So these four qualities which are always system: knowledge, wealth, and position. Just keep a check of that. Never ever let those overcome in your ways of speaking, your ways of working. Always think the other person. In the case of Shiva is too powerful. Whether she knows it or not doesn't know it is a different thing. How she acted, very bad. So we as devotees should not do that. Understand this. So and Janma Maharashi's case. Have you heard the name Jamhavi? Yes. Jamhavi name was given to Ganga because she came from the right ear of Janma Maharshi. So she is called as Jamhavi because of Janma Maharshi. And also one more. So she is also called as Bhageeratha because she followed Bhageeratha to come to earth. Because of him she came to earth. So Mother Ganga's names Bhageeratha and Jamhavi. So there is a Vedic practice when you yawn, we do like this. We do that. After that, we close our right eyes. This is a practice, gentle practice. The moment you yawn and you close your right ear. The right ear, why right ear? That's the place where Ganga came from Janma Maharshi. So that purifies. So when you're doing let's say when you're doing your process of arana, like a job, like a process, when you're doing puja or anything, by mistake if you yawn, that pollutes. So to take away the pollution, we hold our right ear. And actually there is a word that we say, Dakshina Karnam, Utkrishna we say. Dakshina Karnam is right ear. Dakshina Karnam, so we touch the right ear. Because of Janma Maharshi. That's an boon that was given. If anything happens while you're doing any kind of activities that requires sanctity, just touch your right ear. And then that purifies. So likewise, these things happen. So but what is that I should learn from Bhageeratha? That we'll see. First, it's a hurdle. Somebody should have a resolve to do something. Without resolution that you want to do something, you cannot go anywhere. So he faced the hurdle. First hurdle is Brahma didn't give. Brahma didn't say, okay, yeah, you'll get the river. He didn't say that. He put a hurdle. Bhageeratha has taken that as a challenge. His vision is fixed. He wanted to get Mother Ganga onto earth. His vision is fixed. He doesn't have to do. His life would have been supremely happy. He's an emperor. Nobody will question him. Even before his ancestors, 2-3 generations, they couldn't do it. He could have simply said to himself, I will not care about this. Even my great, so many generations ago, they were doing this. 32,000 years is what his father ruled the kingdom. Before that 32,000 years. 64 to 75 years ago something happened. Why should he do it? He could simply say to himself, I don't care about that. He could have forgotten also, but he did do that. He took a solution that my ancestors are going through a pain, that I should leave him. That's the solution. Whatever comes in his way, he's not to stop. He's not to fulfill that. Second hurdle is when Shiva released it. It started flowing. Again, another hurdle. Janma Maharshi has taken it. He didn't give up. Again, he asked. Again, he prayed. Again, he did tapasya. The hurdle is, he took a challenge. Don't give up. The point here is the way Bhageeratha has done. Finally, success. He sees the success. The objective is fulfilled. Right? So the point here is, even for our next generation that we are going to say, you can simply show an example of Bhageeratha and tell to them how you should be fixed in your goal. Deviations will come, and you will have ups and downs in the path, the journey of success. But you should never give up. Our ancestors, where we belong to, the Bharatavarsha, they never gave up. We have figures, personalities who never give up things, who took up as challenge. Imbibe the qualities of to the next generation that this is how we should live. This is how we have to be. So, what are the 4 qualities? If you see the 4 qualities that are important for any person to be successful in their pursuit of their journey. Let it be anything. No, don't worry about the spiritual journey. Not like that. Anything. It could be a university degree. It could be some grading in some kind of thing that we do. Cricket, badminton, whatever it is. The success factors. What are the 4 things that we need? Ramana says this. Shruti, resolve. One should have a strong resolve in doing it. If everything is there, but he is not fixated. No, you need to have fixated mind on the goal. If they don't have it, where will they go? So you need to have a great resolve. And to see clear vision, a clear focus. This is what I want you to do. This is what I should become. That's the kind of fixation of mind we should have in our journey towards the path of success. And Mati, intelligent. You should be intelligent enough, not blindly do this. Intelligent enough. You need to bring the intelligence, give the intelligence to the next generation. If you show these examples, you know, talking about same qualities during Hanuman, the episode of Hanuman, we are talking about Hanuman. Exactly same qualities he has. Four qualities one should possess. Fixated mind. Have a great result in doing things. And Daksha capability. Not everyone will have the same level of capacity like others. What they want success. But the journey has to begin. And then it should not stop until you reach the goal. Being happy, being successful, the meanings of them will vary from person to person. Some will say, when I say successful, certain kind of things have to happen to me to become successful. But the same things will not apply to other person to be successful. They will have their own definition of success. But what are the definitions of success you have? Think about this. Have these four qualities. I mean, these are four qualities to children also. These are the qualities that we should possess. And tell them, who has done this? Bhageeratha has done that. We have great qualities of people. And the leading example is Ganga. You can show Ganga, you know how this came to earth. This is how it came to earth. Who brought this to earth? King Bhageeratha brought this. Who is King Bhageeratha? You can start doing this. Show them an example. Tell the story. Like bedtime story. 10 minutes, 10 minutes, cover the story to the children. And put the quality, throw the seed of resolution into the minds of children. Like exactly how Vishwamitra has done that to Rama. He told about King Bhageeratha. He has to give examples of everything. He could have simply said, Bhageeratha is one of the kings. He just came. He got to He didn't say that. He told the entire story. Right from Asamantesa, where he was expelled, all the way to Bhageeratha. Just to throw the seeds of righteousness. That's what we should do. Now the question that we should ask to ourselves. King Bhageeratha wanted the ashes of their forefathers to be washed away. Right? He could have simply asked for a handful of water. Isn't it? Or a mug of water. A pot of water. 60,000 pots of water. If a vessel cannot do that. Why does he want the entire Ganga to come down? Logical? He could have simply done with a small tanker of water. Yes. Perfect answer. Excellent answer. This is how exactly we should think. Not be self-centered. The problem is with my generation, with my previous generations, that's enough. He didn't do that. Never in our books of our scriptures, it is like that. It is always about taking care of the entire society, entire community, all together. King Bhageeratha must have simply said to himself, all I need is a tanker of water. I would ask for that. When Shiva was there, he was said, Shiva, no, take care of her. Take care of her completely. Completely bend her arrogance. But just give me some tanker of water. See it there? When it came to Janmaharshi, okay, the spirit is there with me. But hurdle after hurdle, Janmaharshi came. He was simply said, Janmaharshi, please, some water, just nearby only. At the end of the stick, it could have happened. Please give me some water. He didn't say that. The entire Ganga has to flow. Because of next generations. He is taking care of the next generations. What about the benefit? I found the benefit. What about others? That's the thought in the heads of our great people. So that is what happened. I'll show you the genealogy now. So Amsuman is there, and Dirima, and Bhageeratha. So Bhageeratha is here. So grandson of Amsuman, great grandson of Sara. Not even the family of Kesri. They are the family of Sumati. You should be worried about them. In real honesty, he was simply discounted. I don't care about them. I care about myself. He didn't do that. He could have simply said, for myself and for my family. He didn't do that. I'll show you, this will put you into perspective of what happened there. In the Ikshvaku dynasty, the 14th king he is a seller. After that, Asamanjasa, Amsuma, Dilipa, and Bhageeratha. These are the hero of the today's class. After that, see what happened. Kakusta, Raghu, Aja, Asala, Rama. Rama is somewhere about almost 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth generation of Bhageeratha. And he is learning about eighth generation of his forefathers. Still try to understand this. Why Vishwamitra has taken the pain of explaining everything to Rama? Just because to throw the seeds, to learn about our ancestors, how they have done. Without history, we are nobody. Our identity is our history. That's where we are. If we let go of the history, if we let go of the culture, let go of the everything, what has come all the way from generations, we are nobody. We are just like normal people. We don't have any glory, any heritage, nothing to take pride of. Normal people, are we normal people? No, we are the people of Bhageeratha. This is our history. That should be our understanding of our scriptures. He was there right from the first king. He is an age-old sage. He is like my sister, so very, very old. Right, so this concludes our class today of Bhageeratha. I hope you understood the qualities of Bhageeratha or what should we give to the next generation. So as a practice, we have this now. All of you will participate and the winners will have a prize.
What's in the story?